So England has now announced their 24-man squad going into the 2-match test series against Samoa later this month. Let's take a look at the squad that they've announced. Let's have a little talk about them. The England squad includes Matty Ashton, John Bateman, Tom Burgess, Daryl Clark, Ben Currie, Herbie Farnworth, Ethan Havard, Chris Hill, Morgan Knowles, Matty Lees, Mikey Lewis and Liam Marshall. Also includes Mike McMeeken, Harry Newman, Junior Nsemba, Pearce-Paul, Victor Radley, Harry Smith, Morgan Smithies, Luke Thompson, Danny Walker, Jack Welsby, George Williams and Dominic Young. So I'm going to keep this one pretty brief. I'm pretty happy with the squad overall. I think the ability to rotate in certain positions is helpful. So the depth in the forward pack I think is always nice. Matty Lees, Chris Hill, Ethan Havard, Luke Thompson. I'm probably missing another one, but Tom Burgess in there as well. Having Burgess as the impact player off the bench is going to be huge. I think players like Thompson especially, and Lees with his experience, he's never really let us down for England as well. Those two guys with Hill, with his experience as well, and Havard starting to come through the ranks, will set a good platform for us. I think we'll get through a lot of real hard work. Now, having players like Smithies in the middle, Bateman, if and when he's playing, Junior Nsemba and Victor Radley, having those guys on the edges and then towards the middle in support defensively, they'll help out a hell of a lot. But I think the forwards that we've got can really set the tone through the middles. The only thing I want to make sure that we don't do is lose our cool. I think Samoa could be prone to losing their heads a little bit. So as long as we just keep it relaxed, a bit calm. I'm mainly looking at Matty Lees because I think he's most likely to cause a commotion. But I think as long as we're well disciplined, we keep that hard work that I know that we can provide in the middles, we can slow down their progress. And then off the back of that, we set a good platform with the ball. Harry Smith, we know his quality. He's won the quadruple this season, and his kicking game is fantastic. So he can set a real good platform in terms of pinning Samoa back into the corners, pinning them back into their own 10 and 20 metre zone, and then the defensive work from our edges. Harry Newman hasn't let us down yet in an England jersey, neither is Herbie Farnworth. So I think the pressure from the edges is going to be really solid. And I don't think there's anyone in that squad that either doesn't deserve to be there or hasn't significantly let down England before. So McMeeken did a lot of hard work for us in the Rugby League World Cup. Hasn't had the best season, same with Chris Hill, but they've never really let England down. So it's not like we've just taken a random name and just chucked him in there. I'm pretty happy with the overall selection. And I think the changes that we can make in the spine, this is the final thing I'll say, the changes that we can make in the spine are pretty good. I would imagine that Smith starts at 7, Williams at 6, and I think Lewis would be the hooker off the bench. Or just the general utility player. And maybe be a little bit light on the forwards in one of the games. But there's the chance that, you know, Williams gets a break or Smith. Williams goes to 7, Lewis to 6. There's plenty of different iterations, and depending on what we need, there's so many options. There's plenty of players available that are also versatile. Whether it's Victor Radley playing 13 or 12, Farnworth playing on the left or the right, same with Newman. Ashton, who played on the right for England last year against Tonga. So there's players do play in positions but can play either side of the field and sometimes multiple positions as well, just to help kind of fill voids that need to be filled. My only issue in terms of rotation is probably just fullback. I think the only one that would fill for Welsby if he had to go off is probably Ashton, to be honest. But that's it. I'm overall pretty happy and optimistic with this squad. But I want to know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this squad from England going into the test series against Samoa. That's going to be it. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.